26 years old and I am a dancer and choreographer. I started dancing when I was 3, but most people start dancing when they're 3. So I think it was in high school, kind of around my 8th grade, high school time, where I really was like getting super passionate about it. I just always felt that this was my calling and that I was meant to dance and meant to move and meant to be creative. So it was really cool to have 2 outlets when I was in high school. I was on my studio's dance team and took classes there, and then also my high school dance team, where I was able to meet a totally different group of friends and start to have leadership roles and like be a captain. And then that carried on into college, where I joined my dance company, and I think that was when I really started to hone kind of my personal creativity and I was able to be a student choreographer. So I started kind of taking risks and trying different things and realizing that I definitely had more to offer than just being a dancer. I felt that me being a leader as a dancer was something that I always gravitated towards. So I started choreographing and doing jazz dances and lyrical dances, and people seemed to like them and resonate with them, and I felt that I had a voice that I wanted to share. So then after doing my dance company in college, I, right out of school, was able to get my job at Lynn School of Dance. Ever since then, I just knew like this is what I want to do. I think that there's something that I always loved about my instructors and how they were able to help me through my journey and help me find the passion that I have now. So I want to do that, and that is kind of how I ended up where I am now. So I started at Lynn School of Dance, and I'm still there, helping and teaching and choreographing with their competition team. And then last year, I joined the AMA Academy of Performing Arts with their dance team, the AMA Dance Force. And now I have my hand in these 2 incredible studios, helping these students, and it's just really exciting to see progress. That's kind of like the thing that I am most passionate about, is seeing progress. I'm not perfect. I don't expect any of my students to be perfect, but I think there's something behind the discipline and the commitment that people have in the world of dance that is so important. I think that carries over into real life and to the way you interact with just regular humans, the day-to-day, whether you're in school, whether you're at the train station, anything you do, I think helps to make you a better person. So that's my goal as an educator, is to help my students be better people in the studio and outside of the studio. So a lot of that starts with, making sure that they're disciplined and they're keeping up with the things that they're supposed to be doing in class every week, and taking corrections and noting them, and being kind to one another in classes, and still having a competitive spirit, obviously with the competition team, but knowing that you have a journey and you have a long way to go. It's kind of cool to be a part of that process and a part of their journey, that they can look back down the road and hopefully I've made some sort of impact on their lives and help them to find their passion. Whether it is dance, maybe they find it somewhere else, but it's kind of cool to be on the ground floor helping kids figure out what they really want and using dance kind of as that outlet. My favorite part of teaching, outside of actually educating, is like the relationships I make with my dancers and my students. I mean, I have students that my first year of teaching that I started with that I still talk to today. Like, they're in college, they're living their lives, but I still keep in touch with them, and it's important for me to stay in their lives somehow as time goes on. It's not a one-time thing for me. It's kind of like they're taking them on as my children. Like, I want to see them be successful in whatever they choose to do. For anyone that wants to pursue dance, whether it's being an educator or being a choreographer or just being a performer in general, and this is something that I even had to tell myself, like, make it your priority, because dance is not something that you can just do kind of on the side. I mean, you can do it on the side, but you have to make it kind of your everything in order to really be successful and have that passion. Yeah, I think that's definitely the most important thing, is committing to it. Dance is a commitment. I mean, really with anything that you're passionate about, it's a commitment, but with dance, it's physical, it's mental, it's kind of everything. So if you're really not all in, it's kind of hard to really know whether you're progressing and whether you're moving forward, or whether this is really your calling or not. It took me longer to figure out that this was my calling, but I've reached that point, which is awesome, and I know that this is what I want to do. One of my favorite quotes is from an idol of mine, Missy Copeland. She's amazing, obviously. And I think it always resonates with me, and I try to share this with people, whatever, but she said, you can start late, look different, be uncertain, and still succeed. meaning that it doesn't matter what point in your life you choose your dream, whether it's dance, whether it's music, whether it's wanting to be a mathematician, it doesn't matter. You can start that at any moment and still be happy and still find that passion and still, you know, make your dreams come true. It's never too late. I mean, I'm really proud of, you know, people that I have surrounding me and of myself for committing to something. It doesn't matter when it is. As long as you make it the forefront of your life, then, you know, there's no way that it can break you down or that you won't be able to see success from it. So that's kind of a quote that I try to live by and remind myself when I do feel like I'm 26 and I'm just really kind of finding my ground, but it's okay. Like, it's fine for me to be doing this at this time. I may not have started when I was 18, you know, doing things more seriously, but now that I am, it's like, you gotta kind of take it and run with it. It's what I live by. Do it or don't do it.
One comes around, one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around, one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around, one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around, one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around, one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic. One comes around, one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk like two out the door. Then you have magic.